Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer started out a bit anxious about buying this electric bike, mainly because of concerns about the weight limit. Being a larger person, they were worried it wouldn't handle their weight, but it turned out to be no problem at all. Our reviewer weighs around 260 pounds and regularly rides with an additional 50-pound backpack without any issues. The speed is also impressive. The client mentioned that it effortlessly reaches cruising speeds of 30 miles per hour just using the throttle. They haven't even dared to go beyond pedal assist level 3, as that's already more than fast enough for them. Because it's such a head turner, this reviewer strongly suggests investing in a very heavy-duty lock. Living in a large city, they've found it's actually faster to get around on this bike than by car or public transportation. Despite it being a significant purchase, they say it was worth every penny. Safety is also a priority for this client, who recommends getting a good helmet, especially considering the speeds you can reach. They found it easy to ride and relatively easy to assemble with just a little assistance needed. All the lights and features work perfectly. The reviewer even joked that they might never need a car again, and they are pleased with its performance even in the snow. Furthermore, this client had a minor issue initially, simply a disconnected cable, but the seller responded promptly and followed up to ensure everything was resolved. Overall, our reviewer says it's definitely worth the money, even coming from someone who considers themselves broke.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with this e-bike. The first impression was fantastic. It has a great look, delivers serious power, and feels incredibly robust. However, there are a few tweaks that might be needed right after unboxing. Our reviewer noticed a warped brake disc that caused some binding. This required a bit of hands-on adjustment, bending it until the wheels spun smoothly. Another thing this client observed was tight middle suspension pivot points, leading to some squeaking during rides. Loosening the Allen screws, applying some lubricant, and then snugging them back up seemed to do the trick. Working the joints by pressing on the seat and shock eventually resulted in smoother and quieter suspension travel. A clever tip from our reviewer: if you plan on removing the battery, there's a convenient space near the base where the controller sits that's perfect for hiding an Apple tag or GPS tracker. Furthermore, to tow a trailer, this person welded a custom attachment to a bracket connected to the kickstand base, as foot pegs were added to the axle, preventing a standard hitch installation. Addressing the right foot peg installation, they mentioned needing to cut a slot to accommodate a wire coming from the motor. Fortunately, their phone holder fits perfectly after adjusting the screen position, and bar end mirrors also worked out well. Overall, this client is incredibly happy with their purchase.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer was initially impressed with the apparent robustness of the scooter. It seemed like a solid piece of equipment. However, some drawbacks quickly became apparent with regular use. While the headlight was a welcome feature, its energy consumption proved to be surprisingly high. Our reviewer noticed that using it drained the battery significantly faster than expected, consuming a substantial portion of the charge in a relatively short distance. The advertised range of the scooter also proved to be somewhat optimistic. While the manufacturer suggested a certain mileage on a full charge, this client found that the actual range was considerably lower, especially when encountering hilly terrain. The mileage achieved was almost cut in half during the reviewer's commute. Despite these issues, this client acknowledged that the scooter offered decent value for its price point. Nevertheless, the reviewer intends to purchase a faster model in the future. As a side note, this individual expressed strong disapproval of a competing, significantly more expensive e-bike, criticizing its design and performance, implying that it's more about appearance than practicality and comfort.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.